Hello students. So last lecture was based on the Raoult's law. Last actually two lecture. We try to be discuss about the generic form of the Raoult's law and what is about the relationship between partial pressure and mole fraction with the context of Raoult's law. What is the role of Dalton's law to calculate the mole fraction of any component in a vapor phase? And now we are going to study the application of the Raoult's law and Dalton's law and Henry's law, whatever we are studying in the last lectures. Because the nature of solution is actually based on the nature of concept of Raoult's law. Today, this is the one of the important basic concept and topic in the chapter ideal and non-ideal solution. And we'll try to learn what is the basic difference between ideal solution and non-ideal solution. As the ideal gas and non-ideal gas means real gases we are already known, there should be a concept of van der Waals equations, concept of ideal gas equation. With the help of them that we try to distinguish between ideal gas and non-ideal gas. But here ideal solution and non-ideal solution will discuss on the basis of Raoult's law. So ideal solution will be the solution which having a tendency to follow or obey the Raoult's law. That will be the first concept in ideal solution. So ideal solution means the solution obeys Raoult's law. The solution obeys Raoult's law. Raoult's law means the PA is equal to P naught A XA and PB equal to P naught B XB. So all those solutions which can obey Raoult's law and follow this mathematical expression is called ideal solution. But that is not the only concept. Wait for the twist. Non-ideal solution means does not obey the Raoult's law. Does not obey Raoult's law. So class, this is the first basic difference. So PA should not equal to P naught A and XA, and PB is also not equal to P naught B XB. So ideal and non-ideal solution means obeys Raoult's law and does not obey Raoult's law. Okay, fine. Okay. But what is the actual basic nature of the ideal solution? If we are mixing two different liquids and they form the ideal solution, what should be the basic property, basic nature carried by the solution? That is called, actually there are two different components now, components A and components B. Components A and components B. And the force of attraction between components is called like a force of attraction between A and A and force of attraction between B and B. Force of attraction between A and A and force of attraction between B and B. If the force of attraction between the individual components is equal to the force of attraction between two different components, then they will actually show the ideal behavior. That is the first basic concept. We have two different compositions, two different components. Component A, there should be some intermolecular force of attraction between components A. Component B, there should be some intermolecular force of attraction between components B. So individually, the force of attraction between A and A is called A dash A. Force of attraction between B and B called B and B. And when these two components mixed together, The force of attraction between the one component A and one component of B is called force of attraction AB. If these all kind of force of attraction are similar or equal, they are actually called ideal condition. That is called ideal condition, ideal behavior. So the solution what we obtained by mixing two different components, because of the force of attraction are similar, are same, they actually follow, they actually mix together to form ideal solution. That is the one of the basic concept. So there will not be the same. This is not this. This should not be equal. Huh? This should not be equal because there should not be equal to. Okay. In non-ideal condition, the force of attraction should not be equal to the individual and each other. Now the good thing is the disturbance of force is actually arises by a force of attraction. When the force of attraction is greater or a force of repulsion is greater, that leads to the formation of bond or breakdown of bonds. If the attraction force will be there, so formation of bond will be there. If repulsion force will be there, then breakdown of bonds will be there. So always if the forces are similar, then delta H mixing is actually called is equal to 0. Delta H mixing equal to 0. Delta H means enthalpy change. Delta H means enthalpy change. So whenever the two components mixed together, there is no force of attraction and force of repulsion in between the components, because the net force of attraction are constant. So no net attraction, no net repulsion will be there. So no bond formation, no bond breakdown, and when there will not the bond formation, not the bond breakdown, then delta H mixing will be 0, means neither heat evolved, neither heat absorbed during the mixing of the components. And the third thing is that is important. Actually, when molecules associate together due to the force of attraction, they actually come closer and decrease the volume. This is the important. Huh? When molecule having a greater force of attraction, they have to be come closer, and due to the association of molecule, when they come closer, the net volume of the mixing will be lower than the actual volume. If there will be repulsion between the molecule go away, and due to that the net volume will be increase up, so that will be change the volume of the mixing. But there is no net of force of attraction, no net force of repulsion. So delta V mixing is actually also 0. How we came to know, how we came to learn, how we came to understand what is the meaning of these terms? Actually, suppose we are having a component A and component B, with 100 ml, with 80 ml. Suppose we are mixing as A and B to form AB solution. After mixing, the volume of the solution should be 180 ml. Volume of the solution should be 180 ml. This is called delta V mixing is 0. When the total volume of the solution is just equal to the sum of the volume of the component A and component B, then that is called delta V mixing is 0. That is called delta V mixing is 0 because there is no difference after the mixing and before the mixing. Before mixing, that was also 100 plus 80, that was a 180, and after mixing, that is also 180. So that is called delta V mixing is 0. when we mix the two different components and there is no net change in the volume after mixing and before mixing, that is called delta V must be 0, delta V mixing must be 0. Actually, volume change whenever there is a force of attraction or force of repulsion arises after mixing. Whenever the force of attraction or force of repulsion arises, that will be change the enthalpy also after mixing. So delta H also will not be 0. That is the condition of non-ideal. Okay. In ideal solution, all these things, delta H mixing, no net difference of the enthalpy change, no net change of the volume of the solution, no net change of the force of attraction of the components. All these things are actually constant before and after, before mixing and after mixing. This is called pure components. This is called a solution, the mixture of two different components. So this is there is the situation. So this is the ideal solution, ideal behavior of the solution. The solution must be follow Raoult's law. The solution having must be a force of attraction similar to the before and after. There is no net difference of the enthalpy or energy after mixing or before mixing. There is no net volume change after mixing and before mixing. This is about ideal solution, and now this will change in the non-ideal solution. This will change into non-ideal solution. If the solution doesn't obey Raoult's law, there should be a two different condition. There should be a two different condition. What is the condition here? What is the condition here? PA not equal to P naught XA na. So PA must be either greater than a P naught XA or lower than. There should be a positive value or a negative value. So non-ideal solution actually categorized into two forms. Non-ideal solution categorized into two forms. The first form is positive deviation. And the second form is negative deviation. Positive deviation, negative deviation means actually what should be the total pressure of the solution according to Raoult's law. Suppose we are mixing two different components together, and after mixing we observe that the pressure of the solution is actually greater than the pressure expected by the Raoult's law. What pressure should be there, which is expected pressure calculated by Raoult's law, the observed pressure is greater than that of. Okay, the observed pressure is greater than the expected from the Raoult's law. That is called positive deviation from the Raoult's law. Negative deviation means the expected pressure of the solution is lower than that of the Raoult's law. What is the expectation? The total pressure observed is lower than that of. So that is called negative deviation. We have to learn what is the reason behind that. What is the reason behind that? There is positive deviation and there is negative deviation from the Raoult's law. First, the non-ideal solution means Raoult's law should not be followed, does not obey, and the value, the PA value. So here will be PA is greater than P naught A and XA, the expected value, and this is also for the PB, and here is PA is lower than P naught A XA. So first is the expectation should not be followed, should not be fulfilled. What is the expectation value from the Raoult's law? That is here positive deviated and here negative deviated, and the reason is the force of attraction between the molecules. Reason is the force of attraction between the molecules. Here the force of attraction between the individual components A and B is actually greater than the force of attraction between the A and B molecules. Force of attraction between the B and molecules. Actually, Actually, the individual condition when there is, means before mixing, suppose we are having two different, when we are having two different solution now, two different liquid, and the force of attraction is called between the A molecule, force of attraction is called between the A molecules is A and A dash A. Force of attraction between B molecule called B and B. This force of attraction is actually the greater strength when they are mixing together. When they are mixing together, the force of attraction between the A molecule and B molecule having a lower strength, a lower power than between the individual force. The individual force between A and B, A and A and B and B. So that is actually the escaping tendency will be higher. Always escaping tendency depend upon. Suppose when we mix the two different liquids in the solution, when we form a solution by mixing the two different liquids, if the components between them having a greater force of attraction, they will not be easily evaporated. So the evaporation, the process of evaporation will be lowered, which also lower the total pressure of the solution. When they independently present, when they individually present, the force of attraction suppose will be greater. And when they mix together, the force of attraction will not be in the same context, in the same context. So they will easily evaporated, because A molecule and B molecule there is a low force of attraction. So the molecule easily evaporated. कोई रोकने वाला नहीं ना. A को कौन रोकेगा? B. और B को कौन रोकेगा? A. Solution. In the solution, actually the molecules are dragged by, the A molecule dragged by B and B molecule dragged by A. But the force of attraction between them are actually smaller. So the molecule easily evaporated. Then there will be greater pressure in the solution, over the solution. Greater pressure. The observed pressure will be greater than the expected pressure from the Raoult's law. Okay, fine. Now we are having a delta H mixing. What we think? Delta H mixing. The force of attraction between the components. Is smaller. So the enthalpy will released, the energy will be released, called exothermic process. So delta H mixing will be greater than 0. The delta H mixing will be greater than 0. The delta H mixing will be greater than 0. Correction is there, not exothermic now. What should be there? Endothermic or exothermic? When delta H mixing is greater than 0, what should be there? Endothermic actually. You should be here now. The heat must be absorbed. The heat must be absorbed. Actually, the incorrect sentence was there. The last sentence was incorrect. Delta H mixing greater than 0 means delta H positive, and for that delta H positive for that means endothermic process. C. When force of attraction is greater, the molecule must be closer and will decrease the volume. But there is the force of attraction between the components. The two components are smaller. So the molecule go away, which will decrease, which will increase the volume, Delta V mixing will be greater than 0. So in the pass-through deviation, it is very easy. The force of attraction in individual components are greater than between them, among them. Delta H mixing greater than 0. Delta V mixing is also greater than 0. This is just opposite in the case of negative deviation. You have to learn any one of them. Correctly, then the other will be the opposite of that. There is only one concept actually. If the two different component, the component A and component B, there is a greater force of attraction, molecule will associate together, decrease the volume. Molecule will associate together, release the enthalpy. Delta H will be negative in the case of that. Okay? And delta V also will be negative because volume will be decreases. When molecule will associate together, they will not easily evaporate. The net evaporation will be decreases, which will decrease the vapor pressure. So students, actually the pass-through deviation is the result of the greater individual force of attraction of the components than the force of attraction among the different components. That is the important concept only. Negative deviation means A and A and B and B should be smaller than A and B. Delta H mixing is smaller than 0. Delta V mixing is smaller than 0. Molecule associate together because of the greater force of attraction between them, so volume will be decreases. The net volume will be decreased down. The enthalpy will be released out because of the exothermic process. Whenever the bond is formed, the bond formation is actually exothermic, the bond formation, and breakdown of bond is actually endothermic. So there is a breakdown of bond because the force of attraction is smaller. When force of attraction is smaller, indicating there is actually a greater repulsion between A and B molecules. Okay, so there is a actually endothermic process, exothermic process. Delta V will be 0. So non-ideal solution, there is two different conditions, positive and negative deviation, and we have to be learn their graph also. The graph is actually just indicated from the Raoult's law. What we formed from the Raoult's law, what you actually observed from the Raoult's law, the graph will be just similar. This is the Raoult's law graph. If we draw the graph of the positive deviation, the graph should be from the curve and positively curved. Graph will be positively curved, and in the case of negative deviation, graph will be smaller. Graph will be curved and negative deviation. And all other notation, this will be pressure, this will be mole fraction, this is the line of the solution, this is the positive deviation solution, this is the negative deviation solution. Okay, so this is called positive deviation from the Raoult's law, negative deviation from the Raoult's law. I am repeating one more time. Always, when we study the non-ideal solution, we have to be learn what is the force of attraction between individual molecules and between two different molecules. If two different molecules come closer, they will decrease the volume. If two different molecules come closer, they will make a bond. The force of attraction will be greater. That will actually decrease the enthalpy. Delta H mixing is lower than 0. So negative deviation also, delta H mixing lower than 0, delta V mixing also lower than 0, and the force of attraction is greater than the individual force of attraction. We have to learn any one of them. The graph should be like from the Raoult's law, positive deviation, the upper curve, and negative deviation, the lower curve. Upper curve and lower curve. This is all about the positive and negative deviation of from the Raoult's law. You have to learn some examples of the ideal solution, positive deviation solution, negative deviation solution. Then we have to learn azeotropic mixture, that will be I will explain in the next lecture. Negative deviation and positive deviation, there is actually one term called azeotropic mixture. So in next lecture there is some examples. I am having some examples. Ideal solution example are like N-hexane, N-heptane mixing of these two substances, benzene plus toluene, chlorobenzene plus bromobenzene, bromoethane plus chloroethane for ideal solution. For non-ideal solution, positive deviation, the examples are like ethanol plus cyclohexane, ethanol plus acetone, carbon disulfide plus acetone, ethanol plus water. Negative deviation like phenol plus aniline, chloroform plus acetone, acetic acid plus pyridine, and some acids also like nitric acid with water, hydrochloric acid water. Actually different acid in water generally they are showing the negative deviation. So these example you have to learn. So note down the example from the NCERT books and go through the graph and the concept. That will be very helpful for your lectures and knowledge. Thank you.